Vaccines are an important part of good health, but unfortunately, some misinformation about vaccines recently became popularized by mainstream media. This learning resource will help educate parents and adults about the benefits of vaccination, both for their children as well as themselves. The resource will link to articles that discuss the importance of being vaccinated, what happens when children and adults are not vaccinated, and research on the safety and efficacy of vaccinations. The resource will contain a short video about how vaccines have helped all but eliminate some of the most virulent diseases, clickable charts that tell users when to be vaccinated, with links to information about the diseases being vaccinated against, and a section dedicated to debunking data and graphs commonly used to support the anti-vaccination movement. This website, titled Vaccinations, Why and When, is intended for adult learners who are seeking more information about vaccines. It is targeted to learners who are undecided about getting vaccination for themselves or their children. When a learner first enters the site through this homepage, they will see a link to the video and links to 3 sections: Why Vaccines, When to Get Immunized, and Preventable Diseases. The Why Vaccines section will link out to a variety of articles that help explain why vaccines are important. The articles found in the section on vaccines and your child's health will explain why vaccines are important for the general health of the population. The How Vaccines Work section will contain articles that describe how vaccinations work to prevent disease from spreading. It will also link to articles that describe how vaccines work with the immune system. The Vaccine Safety section will link to articles that demonstrate the efficacy and safety of different available vaccines. This section will contain information on other ingredients in vaccines and demonstrate their safety as well. The Vaccine Safety section will also contain articles dedicated to understanding data and graphs commonly used in support of the anti-vaxxers movement and offer explanations for the data that show how these statistics are misleading. The When to Get Immunized section will contain 3 clickable charts. These charts will include a vaccination schedule for children from ages 0 to 6, one for children from ages 7 to 18, and one chart for adults. Here is an example of the chart for children of ages 7 to 18. On the left-hand side of each chart, the diseases will be hyperlinked so that the learner can go to any one of the diseases to find out more about that particular disease. These hyperlinks will cross-reference the information provided in the Preventable Disease section. So, for instance, in this chart, if the user clicks the link titled Chickenpox, they will be taken from the chart into the page in the Preventable Diseases section on chickenpox. Each page in the Preventable Diseases section will provide information on the signs and symptoms of the disease, how the disease is transmitted, complications that can occur from the disease, and how to best prevent the disease. The user can return to the chart by clicking on the respective chart in the left-hand navigation bar. This concludes the overview of the Vaccines Why and When learning module. The resource is designed for learners who are undecided about getting vaccination. It aims to persuade adults who are unsure about getting vaccines for themselves or their children to get vaccinated by supplying relevant information on why vaccines are important, descriptions of how vaccines work, and the safety of vaccines. By also supplying information on the diseases vaccines prevent and clickable charts that show when vaccines should be given, it also helps learners better understand the diseases which vaccines can prevent.